Oh man, this should be fun. Hey forum, Manny back here with another video on the CascadeScents fragrance station, and this one is on my top 5 niche fragrances that smell like designer fragrances. But as always, before we get on with everything, the goal for this video is 500 likes. If we reach that goal, I'll randomly PM a single subscriber within the comment section below, as you'll be the recipient of an assorted niche fragrance sample pack. You can only enter the contest once per YouTube account, so please do not leave more than one comment, and please make sure that your YouTube account is enabled to send and receive messages, and that you're subscribed to this channel if you are not so already. Now forum, the initial version of this video is designer fragrances that smell like niche fragrances, and that was actually inspired by Smelling Great. I'll leave a link to his video in the description below. But I've been asked from more than a few of y'all to actually do a niche fragrances that smells like designer version, so here I am. So which niche fragrances have a designer-ish enough scent profile that it would be believable if they would be actually a designer scent too? Well, without further ado, we might as well get to it. Starting off at number 5, here's Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks. Good lord, this stuff smells like it could very well be a mall scent. Like, you know, if you grew up as a mall rat, you would know. One of those impulse buy colognes at clothing stores like Abercrombie & Fitch or Scotch & Soda, something like that. And hey, that's not a knock. This simple, slightly aromatic, but for the most part aquatic stuff that's supposed to be reminiscent of the Australian Pacific coastline smells darn pleasant. And I can see it really getting positive feedback from fellow young people or just people in general. But unfortunately, I don't get that experience because it just doesn't jump off of my skin performance-wise, even in the heat. So what can I do? On top of that, I don't detect a high enough ingredient quality or clever enough blend overall to warrant the price tag of 229 Australian dollars, or what I'd pay here, which is a little bit more than 185 US dollars. But again, it is super pleasant, and I do appreciate how I think it properly pays homage to the brand's Australian roots. But it's just too mundane for me, that's why it makes a list. Again, it's Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks. Now moving on to my number 4 niche fragrance that smells like designer fragrance. Here we go. It's Viking by Creed. Now I actually really like Viking versatility wise for him. We're talking a minty, spicy aquatic that has the performance to boot, at least for me. But I'd be damned if I had no prior knowledge to this release if I were to sniff this for the first time and then you were to tell me that it was a modern day Creed release. Like, there's no way. To me, this smells like a non-Creed, old school aromatic fougères from the 1970s or 80s. Like if you were to tell me that this was from Halston back in the day or Yves Saint Laurent and it was priced in that way too, then I believe you. But this being from nowadays and being the highest priced mainline Creed is just absolutely ridiculous. With these main ingredients now, come on Creed. But hey, it's still pleasant enough, that's why I like it enough to make the 4th spot here. Again, Viking by Creed. Now moving on to the number 3 niche pick that smells designer. Now I'm kind of cheating here because I'm not sure if you want to call it niche. Technically, it's a designer exclusive line fragrance. It's Mandarino di Amalfi from Tom Ford's Private Blend collection. Don't get me wrong, zero complaints with this citrusy, soapy, poolside scent besides its performance, but it definitely does have the DNA of a designer scent, and again, that's not a knock. Real talk, if it didn't have that DNA, well, Artisan Blue by John Varvatos, which came out a year after this, wouldn't smell as eerily similar, but it kinda does. But a number of other designer brands could have released this and not be listed at a $230 US price point, in my opinion. Like one of those Italian brands that do fresh and or soapy really well, like them Pradas or the Versace's, etc., that also won't charge you an arm and a leg for a 3-hour summer scent, despite how flattering it is. I think they could have done this, but hey, I am kind of glad that Tom Ford did this because that bottle right here, ooh. But hey, I still hate the price point, you know that, but still likable to be my number 3 here. So again, Mandarino di Amalfi by Tom Ford. Winding down, we have my number 2 pick here, and I'm still kind of cheating because it's Fabulous by Tom Ford. Now, Fabulous makes this list because it's honestly one of my favorite scents ever to smell off of a woman, period. I think it's really evocative of a woman looking her best on a night out, with its aromatic nuances, its bittersweet almond, the sweet tonka, as well as leather, and the end result is to die for. Sweet, powdery, slightly creamy, but weird in a plasticky, rubbery way, but overall sexy in my opinion. But despite how creative and well blended the scent is, it just doesn't smell like it should be the priciest current Tom Ford private blend, let alone be a private blend. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like it a lot, but I'm sorry, minus the bells and whistles with its hype and its name, this stuff kind of smells inexpensive. Like, there's even signature collection fragrances that I think smell more luxurious than this, but oh well. Maybe if it were part of that line, maybe I'd be less mad at the scent, but again, it wouldn't be as hyped, so what can you do? Again, I still think it's lovely though. My number 2 niche fragrance that I think smells like a designer, Fabulous by Tom Ford. But now moving on to my number 1 niche fragrance that smells like a designer fragrance, here we go. It's Greylock by Flirt. Speaking of the Tom Ford signature collection, this stuff I wouldn't say is a clone of the Grey Vetiver EDP, but it's kinda in that family. Greylock is as clean and earthy, but you have a salty and coniferous facet to it that definitely differentiates it here. And I actually prefer this over any of the super clean yet earthy vetivers out there, barring Terre d'Hermès Eau de Toilette so far, so that really says something because I really love that scent. However, it's still too familiar smelling that if you were to tell me that was maybe a Grey Vetiver flanker, I'd believe you, or something like that. So yeah, if I really want that super fresh, professional vibe in a vetiver driven way, where I think that Terre may be a little bit too piercing for casual noses, then I'll reach for this stuff. So please try this too if you're also looking for a similar vibe. Again, it's my number 1 niche fragrance that smells like a designer fragrance, Greylock by Flirt. Anyway, form, I think that about does it for this list. I hope you enjoyed it. But it's that time of the video where I want some of your own feedback. What do you think of some of these fragrances, and which ones do you think I missed here? Please tell me in the comment section below. And also, just so you know, I tried my best to outright avoid niche clones of designers, because that would be such a cop-out to put any of those kind of scents on this list here, but I think a list on that kind of topic would be pretty interesting alone. But anyway, yeah, another thing also to note, these are fragrances that I personally own and were ranked from my least favorite to my favorite, so not really ranked as far as how designer I felt each of them were. If anything, I feel like they're all really designer in each of their own unique or not so unique ways. And again, that's not a knock. Maybe you are pursuing a less challenging but still high quality kind of scent. I think a lot of these are that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I can't front, barring my number 1, I feel like most of these are hella overpriced here. But yeah, for them, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Again, if you want to peep the original version of this video, please look in the description below for it. And if you really enjoyed this video, or if it made you smile, please like and subscribe if you yet to. Again, 500 likes and a random subscriber in the comments gets an assorted niche fragrance sample pack. So please help me help you. And until then, salute and thank you for your time as always. Take care for now. Peace out. Bye. Wear your fragrances.